courtside, gentlemen. Are we ready for a little basketball? YIAA matchup featuring West York playing host to the York Suburban Trojans, guys.
Yeah, it should be a really good matchup tonight. This is the top two teams in Division II, York Suburban versus West York, so it should be a really good matchup. And also, I want to introduce our guy today, Steve Bischoff. He's been, a friend of the family for a long time. He's been a coach as well for Central York, for Manchester. He's also a teacher at Spring Grove. A guidance counselor at Spring Grove, and he has a lot of knowledge of basketball. He's one of the guys we want to have. Make sure your mic is on. He's one of the guys that we want to have on our show. So, thanks, Steve, for showing up. You want to give a quick introduction and say hello to the fans that's viewing at home, and we'll get right into the game.
It's been my pleasure to be a part of this. I've been a part of youth sports for a long time, and I'm excited to be able to watch a good game like this and announce a little bit. So thank you for having me.
Yeah, no doubt. We're real happy to have you here, Steve.
And Steve and Dew, I'm told my microphone's on. Well, greetings and salutations, fans. Coming to you live tonight from West York High School. It's your broadcast team tonight. Dew Jones, Steve Bischoff, our special guest, and yours truly, Todd Edwards. Settle in a big matchup in Division II YIAA tonight featuring West York, who comes into this game with an 8-1 record, taking on York Suburban, guys.
Yeah, York Suburban's coming off a crucial loss. They lost against Dallastown. It was a last-second shot with Michael Dickerson, who's having a phenomenal year this year for Dallastown. He's a 1,000-point scorer, and it just all the stars aligned for him to knock down that big-time shot.
And this York Suburban club in their division are 8-0 as well. So they're 8-0, 9-3 overall. Mm-hmm. West York comes into this with a 10-3 overall record. It should be a great matchup tonight. And of course, there's some other big games being played. So our viewers that are tuned in, give us some scoring updates, because another big game of interest tonight is this Central and Redline game.
Yeah, of course. There's a big matchup in Division II, and there's also a big matchup in Division I with Central York going against Redline. And that's a team, they played earlier in this year. It was only a 3-point win for Central York, so now they're playing at Redline, which is going to be really tough for them to win there. But I think that, it should be a really good game, and we're going to stay in tune with that game as well.
We will give our fans updates. Some players to watch tonight for York Suburban. Aiden Hewley, 6'6", a Division II commit to Shepherd University. We happened to see him a couple weeks ago at York Suburban.
And Aiden Hewley, he's another 1,000-point scorer, 6'6", can get busy on the block. He can get rebounds. He's a blocking machine pretty much. One game he had about 5 blocks. So, watch for him to get a few blocks tonight. And if I'm not mistaken, West York and York Suburban is somewhat of a rivalry, so this should be a really good game.
A big game tonight, and we're bringing the game to you tonight. Also on the West York Bulldog side, keep an eye out for Ty Knowles, the 6'2" senior who's committed to Pitt Greensburg. He's going to be playing tonight. A big 3-point shoot star tonight with Ty Knowles.
Yeah, I think tonight it's going to be an up and down, up-tempo game. It's going to take a lot of work between both teams, and it's going to take some good coaching as well, because I know these teams know each other. They're very familiar with each other. And, Steve, what do you think is going to happen tonight?
I think they're both really tough teams. I think they're going to fight each other a lot, and I really look forward to seeing some good basketball, definitely.
We are, and of course, this is a game 1 of 2 we're going to be broadcasting this week with Sports Shooting Stars. We're going to be back on the hardwood floor this Friday at York Suburban as they'll play host to the Kennerdale Rams, who come into town with some big...
Yeah, just to add on that, Kennerdale last year had a losing record, but this year they have a winning record, and they're having their whole team get involved. I mean, a couple of their starters are averaging double digits, so they're winning this year. So that's going to be a really good game as well. 2 great coaches going at it between York Suburban and Kennerdale.
Well, York Suburban led by Mitch Kemp, who was a 1,000-point scorer for the 2009 team for York Suburban.
Also, his sister is the girls basketball coach, and I know his dad's tuning in tonight, Randy Kemp. And, he's always following Sports Shooting Stars program, so shout out to Randy. I know he's tuning in somewhere.
Well, and you mentioned Mitch's sister, Jess Barley, who's coached at York Suburban for nearly a decade.
Yeah.
So it's in the genes. It's in the blood here with the family, with the Kemp family. So, fans, we want you to settle in tonight, get your bottled water and popcorn, and tune in for Sports Shooting Stars. We're going to make our way up to the broadcast booth, gentlemen.
Yeah, once you get to the broadcast booth, you'll hear a lot more of Steve and Todd going back and forth and broadcasting the game. And also, check us out on the live feed, on the YouTube live feed. We appreciate your interaction, engagements. We like to talk back to you guys as well. And as we always do every game, towards the fourth quarter, you want people to chip in and chime in and who they think the player of the game should be, and we'll give away a shirt and do a post-game interview.
And we'll be back down here for that Player of the Game award. We do want to take some time before we head up to the booth to thank our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. because without the sponsors and fans, there would be no us standing
Absolutely.
here courtside. Let's start off with Basil Insurance, our sponsor for tonight, along with Integrity First Home Buyers. Also, Prestige Motor Cars of York with Jesse Ferber. And last but not least, Land and Seed Landscapers, LLC. They're specializing in mulching, tree removal, and snow removal, which it's been a busy couple weeks, I'm sure, for the Land and Seed Landscapers.
It's been a hit or miss in Pennsylvania this year, man, with snow removal. So,
well, speaking of winter weather, it's been happening even down south. I mean, in states like Texas and Louisiana.
I think
it's a shock to their system, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
They get 2 inches, they shut down school.
Well, and it looks like in certain parts of Texas, they've been out without electricity for 2 days now, which you just kind of take that for granted when it's up and running. But when you're out, it's can be very difficult. So sending our best to the Texans that may be watching our broadcast, which sometimes we're just not in the county. We go worldwide.
Absolutely.
We've had fans check in from various resorts and all parts in between from around the country and world. So we thank you for tuning in tonight. And as I made mention, we're going to make our way up to the broadcast booth.
Got about 4 minutes before tip-off. It should be a really good game. I know York Suburban wants to bounce back after that crucial loss, and I know West York wants to come here and prove something that you can't just come here and get a win very easily. So it should be a really good game. Check us out. We'll be talking in a few minutes.
Sounds good. Stay tuned, fans, for more with Sports Shooting Stars. Welcome back, sports fans. It's Todd Edwards in the broadcast booth with Steve Bischoff tonight as we're sitting high atop the playing court here at West York High School, ready to go. We're at about the final minute here of warm-ups for York Suburban and West York Bulldogs here. And a sparse crowd during the COVID-19 season. This is kind of what we've come to expect, right, Steve?
Absolutely. It's weird being at any kind of sports and not having fans around, but I know we're glad the kids are out playing, but I look forward to getting the fans here again.
Oh,
definitely
no doubt,
soon.
especially at some of these gyms. I mean, you're familiar with West York, where you got, I mean, Spring Grove, a
Sure.
cavernous hall where we're used to seeing a lot of fans.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Whether for the basketball or the wrestling program at Spring Grove.
Absolutely.
Tonight's game is being filmed live on the Sports Shooting Stars Network. This game will be featured on Comcast Cable Channel 18 of York, White Rose Community TV YouTube channel, and their Facebook account. Sports Shooting Stars as well as Sports Shooting Stars Facebook page. Make sure you check out all of their game highlights of local sports on their Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages. Good luck to both teams, and remember, we bring the game to you. Sub-cardiac arrest is the leading killer of student athletes in the U.S. each year. District 3 and 3 Walton Foundation have partnered to make SCA awareness a top priority this year. The foundation provides a free heart screening for students, athletes, and District 3 schools to detect undiagnosed heart conditions in an effort to save young lives. Additionally, automated exterior defibrillator machines known as AEDs have proven to save the lives of those afflicted by sudden cardiac arrest. We ask your attention to the following statement. The nearest AED machines are located in the southeast corner and the northwest corner of the gymnasium. Thank you for your attention to this important matter. The YIAAA of West York School District are emphasizing good sportsmanship from its players, coaches, and fans. This contest is being played for the benefit of the student athletes from these schools. No signs, banners, or marchmaking are permitted. Any spectator by their actions or behavior interfering with this contest will be removed from the gymnasium. Thank you for your cooperation. Thank you to everyone for following our COVID-19 protocols here at West York. As a friendly reminder, please make sure to wear a mask and socially distance while on campus. Hand sanitizing stations are available for your use. Thank you and enjoy the contest. Now, please direct your attention to the team benches for the starting lineup for tonight's game. For York Suburban, at guard, junior, number 12, Cameron Moore. Guard, sophomore, number 13, Alon Sweeney. Center, senior, number 24, Aiden Hughley. Forward, senior, number 30, Alon Morton. And forward, new senior, number 35, Isaiah Pineda. The Trojans are coached by Mitch Kemp, Kevin Boyd, Danny Field, and Ryan Kennard. And now starting for Bulldogs. At guard, sophomore, number 23, Dave Ladry. Guard, junior, number 3, Jaden Walker. Forward, junior, number 34, A.J. Williams. Forward, junior, number 40, Jabbar Khan. And at guard, senior, number 33, Ty Knowles. The Bulldogs are coached by Garrett Cole and assisted by Chris Blackman, Nathan Markey, and Jordan People. The officials for tonight's game are Michael Eversole, Ryan Grubb, and James Young. At this time, please rise and face the flag and remove all head coverings. During our national anthem, we ask that everyone display dignity and respect for our flag, the symbol of the freedom that was won by the millions of women and men who have defended and continue to defend our great nation. Let's honor our collective with playing our national anthem.
There you have it, sports fans, the playing of our national anthem, and we are just seconds away from tip-off here at York Suburban, or excuse me, West York High School. It's York Suburban at West York tonight, Steve, and in a pivotal matchup between two teams in Division II YAIAA.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I know that I've seen a lot of these kids play before, and when I have seen them play, they play tough, they play hard, and they're going to fight, definitely.
Now, a little bit about your background. We know you're in education, but you also coach various basketball teams. Can you tell the viewers a little bit about your coaching background?
Yeah, I've been involved in coaching youth basketball ever since my oldest son was probably in kindergarten, all the way up through to coaching right now. I'm going to be coaching an AAU team here, the PA Grizzlies. So I'm excited about our season coming up soon for 13U.
Here you go, and here we are about ready for tip-off here. Aiden Hewley. Looks like he'll be tipping off with Javar Powell of West York. York Suburban in their all-black jerseys will be moving right to left on the TV screen. West York in their all-white jerseys, and we are underway from West York High School. York Suburban's first possession here, Steve.
Patient with the ball, moving it around.
Starting
like
five
turnover.
The starting five for York Suburban will run them down. Alon Gorham, Cam Brewer, Monte Sweeney, Aiden Hewley, and Isaiah Pineda. For West York, out in their court to start. Jaden Walker, David McGladry, Ty Knowles, A.J. Williams, and Javar Powell.
Both teams matching up man-to-man right off the bat. Pressure on.
Both teams trying to generate some crowd noise here, Steve, as our fans at home may notice. And here we go. Second possession here for York Suburban. Cam Brewer bringing the ball up court. As I mentioned in our pregame, York Suburban comes in with a 9-3 record tonight. West York with a 10-3 record. Trying to feed it to the big man under the net there, Aiden Hewley.
Another turnover on the baseline.
Scoreless contest here tonight with 6:55 to go in the opening quarter from West York High School. Steve Bischoff, Todd Edwards, Dew Jones is here, our camera operator Belinda Morales, and a producer from an undisclosed location, Cliff Kern, setting everything up for tonight's broadcast.
Sometimes kids get their nerves up at the beginning of a game, so it'd be nice to see them get settled in and really start working it here soon.
Looks like West York will retain possession here.
See if the inbounds play gets them an easy score.
Almost as if there's a lid on the net here to start things off here in the opening quarter.
They got the look they wanted off that inbounds play.
That was number 13, Avant Sweeney, heading to the charity line here with 6:14 to go in a scoreless contest between West York and York Suburban.
Strong drive. Hopefully it'll lead to some points here.
Von Sweeney, 6-foot sophomore for York Suburban. 1 for 2 from the free throw line. First points go to York Suburban. West York trying to find their shot here, moving the ball around.
Looks like we got a man down.
Looks like he's hurt.
Grabbing his ankle.
23, David McGladry, 5'10" sophomore, needing some help off the court. He's going to step off here, Steve, with 5:54 to go. York Suburban up 1-0 right now. Appears as if he's walking off gingerly on one ankle.
Yeah.
Cam Brewer with the ball for York Suburban.
Hand up, hand off at the top of the key.
That's Alon Gorham to the net, in and out of the bucket. West York possession. And a scramble for the ball. Jump ball, Steve.
Thought it might be a foul on that.
Yeah.
No call, though.
The West York ball. It's Jaden Walker bringing the ball up court. 5'11" junior guard.
A lot of pressure by Cam Brewer. Nice pass inside. And a foul.
And a foul called. It's on number 40, Javar Powell, 6'3" junior. Will be sent to the charity line here with 5:16 to go.
Real nice entry pass. Put it right where it needed to go.
Points seem to be at a premium so far here in the opening quarter, Steve.
My debut. That must be me. I jinxed him.
Tonight.
Rebounded his own foul shot, though, for the three.
Jaden Walker with a missed shot. York Suburban bringing the ball up court with just over 5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. It's Isaiah Pineda with a missed three.
Strong rebound. With number 40, Javar Powell. Three by Ty Knowles.
Ty Knowles. Big time shot and a big three by Ty Knowles. The 6'2" senior who's committed to go play basketball at Pitt Greensburg.
Real confident shot. Line that up a couple feet behind the line.
And gives West York the lead 3-1.
Another long three. This one didn't go down. Hooked it out of bounds on the baseline.
.416 to go here in the opening quarter. And
Strong
the put
drive
by Jaden Walker. He's another big three-point shooter for this West York ball club. Had 51 last year. 46, by the way, for Ty Knowles last year.
Wow.
Three-point shot, so keep an eye on those two players for West York tonight. And they're up, the Bulldogs, and a steal. It's Jaden.
Oh, big block.
And the put in by A.J. Williams. His first points in tonight's game. Extends West York's lead to 6, 7-1 with 3:35 to go here in the first quarter from West York High School. And we're looking at the training staff right now for number 23, David McGladry. He's getting his left ankle taped.
He
Remain to
definitely
be
was
seen
in
whether or not
pain.
he comes back into tonight's game. But we're back to action here. York Suburban with the ball.
Dump down.
Feed to
and a
Aiden
foul.
Hewley.
That's a lot of size I have to
It
contend
is.
with
You can
down
see
low.
that just from where we're standing here, Steve, in the broadcast booth.
Double teaming him as soon as he gets it down low. Looking for the ball screen. Nice pass, nice shot.
By Brady Stump, 6'7" junior for York Suburban.
Good action off
And
of
and
that
a
pick
big
and
three.
roll. Yeah.
And it pulls York Suburban within three right now. 7-4 West York with just under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. York Suburban ball. York Suburban, as we mentioned in our pregame show, their head coach Mitch Kemp, first year for at York Suburban.
Went to York Suburban, am I
Went
right?
to York, yeah, correct. 1,000-point scorer himself and a 2009 graduate.
Drive by number 30 along Gorman, kicking around the outside.
They're
Back in the post.
You match Brady Stump and Aiden Hewley in the paint there, Steve. The two big bodies in the paint there.
What's the call? Looks like an offensive foul on number
Offensive foul
12. Cam
on Cam
Brewer.
Brewer. his first foul tonight for Cam Brewer.
Another strong drive by York Suburban. They're definitely trying to get to the rim.
York Suburban coming off that heartbreaking loss at Dallastown over the weekend. Looking to rebound with a win here tonight. Aiden Hewley with the rebound. York Suburban bringing the ball up court. And a put in.
Another strong drive to the basket. Put that one
Alon
in for a
Gorham.
three-point play opportunity.
And the and one here possibly. His first points tonight. Pulls York Suburban within one right now, Steve, 7-6. We're tied up right now, 7-7. With 2:01 to go in the first quarter.
Kind of going back and forth.
It is.
York Suburban on a little run here to get it back in the game. Still applying the full court pressure.
Jaden Walker with the ball. Passes to A.J. Williams for West York.
Trying to get it out of number 3's hands from bringing it down the floor, it looks like.
And the put in by number 40, Javier Powell. 6'3" junior. West York 9, York Suburban 7. And a three-point shot put up by Amont Sweeney. Comes up short.
Nice little drive by Cam Brewer, just couldn't finish it. Got deep.
West York trying to find their shot, an open spot.
Another screen roll, hard drive.
And the put in.
Three-point play back at Suburban.
Jaden Walker with 4 points and one right now for Jaden Walker.
Another strong pick and roll this time for West York. Strong drive.
A 4-point lead right now for West York, 11-7 with 45.6 seconds to go in the first quarter. And connects. Jaden Walker connects.
Another little push by West York. They're up 5.
5 points by Jaden Walker leads all scorers in tonight's contest.
They like that pick and roll they had earlier. Going to go for a double screen this time.
See what York High has dialed up here.
They have Aiden Hughley in the post if they want him.
And a 3-point shot.
Nice skip pass, didn't go
And
down.
Ryan Butler misses. And West York, Steve, will they be content to hold for the final possession here in the opening quarter?
Looks like they will.
10 seconds and
Work that high
counting.
screen.
There's Jaden Walker for 3. Hits the backboard.
Oh,
and the put
big
in.
Big rebound on the putback.
By A.J. Williams. It's 4 points for A.J. Williams, and what a way to end the opening quarter for West York, Steve. 14-7 West York. Your thoughts in the opening quarter?
I'll tell you, it was a lot of nice runs in this game. West York went up, Suburban came back, then West York finished strong here at the end. Good shooting, strong rebound at the end, right at the buzzer. That got the momentum flying in their direction.
And it's opened up a 7-point lead right now for West York as the cheerleaders are out mid-court. Again, a light crowd tonight. I was told by some of the people here, parents were allowed 2 ticket players per player here, so it's a very limited crowd tonight. But we thank you for tuning in tonight to Sports Shooting Stars as we bring the game to you. We want to give a special shout out to our sponsors tonight, Basil Insurance. Looking for home, auto, or life insurance? Check out Basil Insurance. They're your one-stop shop for all your home insurance needs, located on 2210 West Market Street, right here in York, Pennsylvania. Also, Integrity First Home Buyers. They're located at 2500 Kingston Road. Looking to sell, buy, or rent? Contact Integrity First Home Buyers, Southern Pennsylvania's leader in all your real estate needs. Also, Prestige Motor Cars of York. They're located at 1899 Susquehanna Trail in York, Pennsylvania. Best cars for $10,000 or less. Contact Jesse Ferber at 717-781-6750. And also, last but not least, Land and Seed Landscapers, LLC, specializing in mulching, tree removal, and snow removal. And we're back to action here.
York Suburban ball. Looking in deep.
Aiden Hewley, his first points tonight.
Got the ball on a nice post up, nice delivery, kept it high and put it in.
Aiden Hewley, Steve, one of those players for York Suburban that often hits double digits, along with Lon Gorham and Cam Brewer, players to keep an eye on for York Suburban tonight.
He definitely has a nice game with his back to the basket. And I think with the size he has compared to West York, he's going to get some opportunities. A little bit faster paced here to start the second quarter.
Off with the second half or second quarter here at West York. And some contact there, Steve. You heard it from up here in the broadcast booth.
They called the block, but I don't know. That could have gone either way.
See, number 5 is at the free throw line, Steve. We must have been an add-on to our roster because we do not have him on our roster here for West York.
He knocked down the first foul shot.
He has. After that hard foul.
Yeah. Knocked them both down, switched them both.
2 for 2 from the free throw line.
Suburban slowing it down a little bit. Probably looking down deep again.
It's Aiden Hewley down.
Todd, he was triple teamed the second the ball went into him.
Was.
3 men were on him. Not going to give him any easy opportunities.
West York clearly knows what he's able to do here. And the kick out to Brady Stump, and a bit off there on his three-point shot for York Suburban. A 16-9 West York lead and a steal.
Cam Brewer,
Bringing the ball up court.
Nice kick. Made the move before he put the ball on the floor.
6:28 to go here in the second quarter.
They're really using Aiden Hughley for the screen and rolls and in the post. He seems like whatever he's doing, he's a big part of their offense and trying to get guys open or scoring himself.
And then put in there by Ty Knowles. 5 points for Ty Knowles.
Lon Gorman bringing the ball up this time. A little different look.
It's Isaiah Pineda trying to give it to Brady Stump unsuccessfully, and a scramble for the ball.
Steal back.
It's Brady Stump with the ball.
Hard drive, no calls at all. Neither way.
Refs kind of letting them play tonight, Steve. And
no call again.
No.
Lost out of bounds.
Several cases of crash landing out there on the court tonight between the two teams.
I think they were all good no calls, though. I think the referees made the right decision on all of them.
York Suburban with the possession. And they're moving right to left on your TV screen tonight. Coming to you live from West York High School Gym. Sports Shooting Stars.
Really slowing things down.
And the feed to Aiden Hewley kicks it out to Cam Brewer. And
another foul down low. about the third one he's drawn on that post up. Some confusion about whether 1-1 or not. Looks like there's 5 teams, so no 1-1 right now.
5:22 to go here in the second quarter. And
now they got the offensive foul.
Offensive foul.
West York able to draw that one on another strong drive by Suburban.
West York with the lead right now, 18-9, with just over 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Steve Bischoff, it's Todd Edwards. And we thank you for tuning in this Tuesday night, February 16th, 2021. Jane Walker setting up for a three-point shot. Comes up short, rebound by Aiden Hewley, kicks it out.
Lon Gorman with the ball.
And another turnover by York Suburban.
It's tricky, you can't go to that well too many times. You got to mix it up. They're definitely prepared for it now.
Jane Walker with the ball and 5 points. Ty Dolls also with 5 points.
Really strong pressure by York Suburban, but West York's
A scramble for the ball.
Oh, heads up play by Brady Stump.
It'll be York Suburban's ball here, Steve.
Yeah, real heads up play.
4:19 to go. West York 18, York Suburban 9.
York Suburban's taken a couple threes, but you think all the posting up's going to open that up for him eventually. 3 men doubling and tripling down on Aiden Hughley's got to open that 3-ball up. And they have some guys that can shoot it. Another offensive foul.
Yeah. York Suburban possession with 3:56 to go. Second foul, offensive foul on Jaden Walker. Cam Brewer bringing the ball up for the Trojans. Now Isaiah Pineda kicking it around to number 30, Alon Gorham.
Good hustle by Cam Brewer. Good hustle. Missed a shot, was able to get the offensive rebound and put it back and get fouled.
And he's going to head to the charity line here. Cam scoreless so far in tonight's game.
Surprising, yeah.
It is surprising. And with 3:36 to go, get a chance to get some points here. First of 2 shots.
For all the young players, it's good to see a play like that. Missed a shot, he didn't hang his head, he went after the ball and got the rebound, and he's getting 2 foul shots out of it. That's the way you play.
Something you can teach the students, right?
That's the way you play. Go hard, doesn't matter. Miss, take the next one. And he's a great example of that. I've seen him play a few times, and he plays as hard as anyone I've ever seen.
1 for 2 there from the charity line, Cam Brewer. Cuts into West York's lead. Right now the Bulldogs up 18-10 over the Trojans.
Strong screen up
Here's
top.
Ty Knowles for 3 and drains it. Big time shot.
Second one.
And a timeout called now by head coach.
Getting the ball down slow.
There's
Nice shot by
Cam
Cam
Brewer.
Brewer.
3 points for Cam Brewer tonight.
3 quick ones.
Starting to get warmed up now, Cam Brewer.
A lot of pressure. Looked like the ball touched the sideline. They didn't call
And no call there, Steve. Yeah. And
York Suburban really turning up the defensive pressure here in the last possession.
And some self-generated noise from their bench there, Steve. As no visiting fans are allowed in at these games. It's just home fans.
Especially on the road, you get a score on this end and play tight defense on the other end. That really gets you momentum going.
Cam Brewer for 3.
Another offensive rebound put
And there's
back.
Alon Gorham with the put in. 5 points for Alon Gorham tonight. cuts into the Bulldogs' lead, 21-14.
Tell you, that was a quick answer for York Suburban. West York was on a big run there, and York Suburban has really come back.
West York 21, York Suburban 14 with 2:20 to go here in the second quarter. The feed to Aiden Hewley in the paint.
He wanted it in the post.
Just
trying a little screen, get Cam open. Nice skip
There's
pass.
Cam. In and out of the bucket
jumper
for Cam Brewer.
No call on that play.
No call, Steve. Surprised on that call?
Looked
Or
like
play?
something happened. He went down hard anyway.
Brady stump. Shot
Getting
comes
that
up.
left,
Yeah,
that left corner three-pointer, about 8 of them so far. They aren't falling.
Jane Walker.
Some strong offensive rebounding by West York. Couple of good looks for West York. Didn't go down.
Just couldn't put it in the bucket there. It's Cam Brewer driving to the net. And a turnover, Jane Walker.
And a foul.
Back and forth action there. It's going to send Jaden Walker to the free throw line here, Steve.
Is that 2 fouls seconds on Cam Brewer? Shouldn't
Yes.
be too much of a big deal with 41 seconds left. Just got to stay away from the third one. First foul shot, good.
Gives Jaden Walker 9 points right now. He'll have another opportunity.
He's had a strong first half. Looks like a lane violation.
Lane violation, exactly. On number 35 for York Suburban, Isaiah Pineda.
I didn't see it, but must have had his foot in there a little early.
It's going to give Jaden another opportunity for West York. Aiden Hewley with the rebound. Just under 40 seconds to go in the second quarter from West York High School.
I think York Suburban's going to work the ball down to the last second or two, and
there's Aiden Hewley and drains it. Nice shot by Aiden Hewley, the D2 commit for Shepherd University with 4 points. Cuts into West York's lead right now. The Bulldogs up 22-16 over the Trojans with 10 seconds to go here before halftime.
Tough defense by Cam Brewer.
And we've arrived at halftime, Steve, with your score. West York 22, York Suburban 16. Your thoughts as we head into halftime?
I think York Suburban needs to knock down a few of those threes, take advantage of how they're doubling and tripling down on Aiden Hughley. Definitely start knocking down. York Suburban's just got to keep playing the defense like they have been. They've really stepped up in the second quarter and have been playing tight defense. So if they can keep it going, knock down some threes, that 7-point difference is
cut into their lead.
6-point difference would be taken care of.
No doubt about it. And fans, again, we've arrived at halftime. I'd like to take some time right now to give a special acknowledgement to our sponsors: Basil Insurance, Integrity First Home Buyers, Prestige Motor Cars of York, along with Land and Seed Landscapers, LLC, are all sponsors for tonight's broadcast. And, of course, we'll be back this coming Friday as we travel to York Suburban. Again, we may mention earlier, York Suburban will play host to Kennerdale with Carter Day coming to York Suburban this Friday, game 2 of our broadcast schedule. And I want to remind our fans to tune in not just tonight's broadcast, but Friday night with Sports Shooting Stars. You can like us and follow us on Instagram and Facebook, as the cheerleaders for West York are providing a little halftime entertainment here, Steve, at West York High School.
Yeah, for the few parents that we're able to have here, they get to see the cheerleaders do their program.
Fans, we're going to take a brief time out ourselves, collect ourselves and our voices, and we'll be back momentarily with more action with Sports Shooting Stars.
What did you say?
We're back, sports fans. Steve Bischoff along with Todd Edwards here from West York High School, ready to start the second half of this game. West York's possession. Want to pass along the score right now. Central York 25, Red Lion 24 with just under a minute to go in their game in Red Lion. And the put in by Jabbar Powell.
He's had a couple offensive rebound putbacks
gives
here
him
tonight.
4 points tonight and extends West York lead right now 24-16 as we've just started the third quarter.
Suburban looking right into the post again. Pass knocked away. Strong
we did
drive.
Find out during our halftime break that number 5 is Braden Detz. They had him marked as number 4 in our program sheet. He is number 5, and he is out on the court for West York right now, under the net.
Yeah, started the second half.
York Suburban possession. There's Cam Brewer for 3 and makes it. Big time shot by Cam Brewer. Gives Cam 6 points tonight.
Play designed to get him going. That's his first three-pointer, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, and gives him 6 points. Leads all York Suburban scorers right now. Alon Gorham with 5 and Aiden Hewley with 4. There's West York moving the ball around tonight on their home court.
Suburban continuing their tight defense.
And a rebound there by Isaiah Pineda. Gets the ball out to number 30, Alon Gorham. And a put in by Alon Gorham.
Strong drive to the bucket again.
7 points for Alon. And pulls York Suburban, Steve, within 3, 24-21, West York.
That's what we talked about at the end of the half, was getting the three-pointers going for York Suburban and keeping that defense going. They could cut into the lead, and they did.
West York applying some pressure right now, and the momentum seems to be on the Trojan side to start the third quarter. Give to Aiden Hewley, the kick out to Cam Brewer. There's Alon Gorham for 3. His shot comes up short. Rebound by Braden Detz, and he's going to bring the ball up court for West York. There's Ty Knowles for 3. Big three-point shooter.
Looks like he stepped out of the sideline.
And Ty has committed to Pitt Greensburg, Division III school, to play basketball in the fall. Pitt Greensburg area. There's Aiden Hewley in the paint and a put in. What a way to post up for Aiden Hewley. That's 6 points.
Turns those shoulders, and he's right at the rim.
Pulls York Suburban within 1 right now. 24-23, the Bulldogs.
York Suburban tight defense again.
There's Jaden Walker for 3, another three-point shooter for West York.
Allowed that long rebound, accidentally stepped on the side.
Landon Gibson stepped out of bounds for West York. And a timeout called right now by Garrett Bull for West York. They're going to collect their thoughts right now with 5:21 to go here in the third quarter.
1 point lead for West York. York Suburban able to cut it into it a little bit.
And number 30, Alon Gorham, leads York Suburban with 7 points. Aiden Hewley and Cam Brewer both with 6 points apiece. Ty Knowles with 8 points for West York. And Jaden Walker with 6 points for West York. Still anyone's game right now. Of course, York Suburban in division play, Steve, 8-0. West York 8-1. So West York looking to knock off York Suburban here right now in this battle between 1 versus 2.
Happy to give them a loss tonight.
But still plenty of time to go here. And the easy give and take there. Number 40.
Tight
Jabbar
defense.
Powell.
They missed an assignment.
6 points for Powell tonight. And extends West York's lead to 3, 26-23.
York Suburban getting those 3-point looks.
Nice move by Braden Detz. 5'10" sophomore for West York.
Great scoop. The only way he could get that shot up.
4 points. Braden Detz tonight. Extends
High
West
post.
York's lead
Another kick down
28-23 to
low.
give to Aiden Hewley in the post. And the put in and the end one as well for Aiden Hewley.
Tough
He likes-
offensive rebound on his own shot. Nice putback.
He likes getting that ball there in the paint, Steve, no doubt. That's his bread and butter.
He's got wide shoulders, man. He gets that ball in the post. It's tough to get
Tough
around.
to stop. And the end one is good for Aiden Hewley, 9 points.
2-point lead for West York.
And there's Ty Knowles. Can they draw that play up again, Steve? How about that?
Right place at the right time.
Yeah.
That ball was tipped right to him under the basket.
Ty Knowles in double digits right now with 10 points. Leads all scores tonight. We're under 4 minutes to go. West York with a 4-point lead. Jaden Walker with the ball.
Nice Euro step and the roll.
And the roll and in for Jaden Walker. 8 points for Jaden.
Jaden's played a really nice game tonight. He's coming up in big spots, making big plays.
And there's Cam Brewer for 3 and drains it. Just like that, Cam Brewer, 9 points tonight. 2 threes for Cam.
Oh.
Little miscommunication there by Jaden Walker and his teammate, number 34, A.J. Williams. Not expecting that pass,
Yeah,
Steve.
wasn't looking. Costly turnover in a 3-point game, too. That's a big play.
32, West York. York Suburban 29. With just over 3 minutes to go here. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. There's Brady Stump in the post there. He's going to be sent to the free throw line.
3 fouls on West York already in the third quarter. Could come into play.
Jabbar Powell with his third foul. That's Brady Stump at the charity line. The 6'7" junior for York Suburban. 4 points for Brady. Bulls York Suburban within 2 right now. West York 32, Trojans West 30. And a 1-point lead right now for West York.
Yeah, those foul shots could come into play here.
There's Braden Detz and drains it. Big time shot by Braden Detz. It gives him 7 points tonight.
Couple big shots here in the second half. That nice scoop drive and now a big 3.
And the put in there by Avant Sweeney. Matching baskets both teams right now. There's Jaden Walker and drains it for 3. He hits double digits, Steve, with 11 tonight.
Looks like the lid's come off the basket here in the second half.
Makes for entertaining basketball to broadcast here, Steve, tonight with
It does.
this scoring.
These guys are knocking them down. Suburban looking inside. Nothing there.
And the put in. Timeout call by Mitch Kemp. As Avant Sweeney has 5 points with that bucket. With 1:59 to go, West York a 3-point lead. 38-35 right now over York Suburban.
York Suburban keeps hanging around.
They're
not letting it get out of control.
They're keeping it close. They're keeping it entertaining for fans that are watching from around the globe on World Wide Web, and also Comcast York Channel 18, viewers that are watching the White Rose Community Television channel. Also want to give a special recognition to our sponsors tonight: Basil Insurance, Integrity First Home Buyers, Prestige Motor Cars of York, and Land and Seed Landscapers, LLC.
West York inbounding the ball. Looks like we have a little token pressure. Picking them up high.
That's Ty Knowles for three, off the rim.
They were lucky. They left them. They were lucky.
York Suburban ball.
Looked like he might have gotten grabbed there a little bit, but no call. Suburban working it around the outside.
Zalon Gorham.
Strong drive drew the foul. Number 4 on West York.
It's Brady Stump for the put and made it look easy, Steve. That's 7 points for Brady
No
Stump.
screens or nothing. He just posted them
When you're
up right
6'7",
underneath.
they makes them look easy. West York clinging to a 1-point lead right now, 38-37 with 1:08 to go.
Foul on Brady Stump, reaching in on that drive. Really nice
Green
step
gets
through.
there.
Nice rebound.
And a 3-point shot by Jane Walker. It gives him 14 points tonight.
West York stayed after that ball, and they got
did,
a real
and
nice look.
Extends their lead to 4 right now. West York 41, York Suburban 37. Cam Brewer with the ball. Feeds the ball to Brady Stump.
That's a tough shot. Looks like he'll be shooting 2. Alon Gorman.
Sent to the charity line here with 11.6 seconds to go.
That was a really nice drive. He was aware of the time and
Aware of
got
the
the ball right to the rim. Need these foul shots to go down.
Yeah,
though,
no doubt.
Going into the fourth quarter.
One for 2 from the free throw line gives Alon 8 points tonight. Jane Walker with the ball.
That might not have been a bad foul. Only the first one of the half, and now they have a little less time to make something happen. So that was a good smart foul. Unless you give up a layup on the inbounds play. That is
by A.J. Williams. Aiden Hewley's going to put it up unsuccessfully, and right now your score after 3, West York 43, York Suburban 38, and the final 8 minutes are coming up, Steve.
I tell you, the shot's starting to fall here in the second half. Guys are doing the things that we thought they were going to be doing. This is going to be an exciting finish here in the fourth quarter.
It should be, and it's never too early now as we're starting the fourth quarter for fans that are watching maybe to think about a player of the game.
Sure.
And send that to us here. Some players to think about, obviously, for the West York. Maybe Jaden Walker comes to mind, or Ty Knowles. On York Suburban side, Cam Brewer, Aiden Hewley, Alon Gorham. Some players to mention there. We'll see. We still have a full 8 minutes to go here tonight, Tuesday, February 16th from West York High School. We'll be back with you with another live broadcast this Friday, a little Friday night basketball as we make our way to York Suburban as they play host to the Kennerdale Rams.
Todd, David McGladrey never came back in the game.
He did not. No, we saw
that,
his
he's
ankle was
sitting down
taped
there
earlier,
taped
and did you see him down there
Yeah.
sitting out for the remainder of the game? Went down with an ankle injury, and you hate to see that in any sport, anytime.
Absolutely. And he was a starter for West York, so I'm sure that probably affected their game
plan slightly,
moving forward. Yeah. Well, I wish him well. Hope everything works out for him.
David McGladrey, a
5'10"
sophomore for West York. Camber with the ball, and the start of the fourth quarter is here, sports fans.
Post up is bringing those outside shots.
It's Isaiah Pineda with his first points in tonight's contest for York Suburban. And much needed right now. Cuts into their lead. Yeah, 43-40 West York.
Number 40, Javere Powell, back in the game. I think he got into some foul trouble and sat a little bit in the third, but he's back in there rebounding like he was in the first half.
There's Jaden Walker from three-point land. In and out of the bucket. Yeah. Way he was shooting, I was thinking that was going in there, Steve, but a three-point by Alon Gorham.
No call.
No.
It's like the ball's off Alon Gorham.
Fast-paced action here tonight, Steve, with 7:01 to go. Fourth and final quarter from West York High School. Timeout called by head coach Garrett Bull of West York.
The penalty there if they didn't.
They're going to collect their thoughts right now with 7:01 to go again. West York 43, York Suburban 40. Kind of what you expected tonight, Steve, in the broadcast?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, this has been a neat experience. I always do the play-by-play in my head, so now I'm tested
live
if I can do it for real.
On air, yes, with Sports Shooting Stars tonight. And it's hard to believe that we're down to this week and next week in regular season play, Steve. And YIAA, and then of course they'll move right. No county championships this year. They'll move right to districts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember at the beginning of the season, I was just praying we'd be able to, Thanksgiving, then you get to Christmas, and just
have a
hoping
season
to be able to have it. So I'm really glad for these kids that they had the opportunity to play. And, whether it's in front of a few people or getting watched on TV, at least they're playing
that's
basketball.
Where Sports Shooting Stars comes into play. We're able to broadcast the games and bring the game to you in the comfort of your own home.
Absolutely.
And hopefully at some point down the road, fans will be able to fill up West York High School, York Suburban, Spring Grove, and all points in between.
Yeah, no,
the fan base really adds to a lot, especially to the sport of football or basketball, wrestling as well, and
absolutely
certainly miss the fans being in the stands.
I have to give a shout out to my Spring Grove fans because they're the best in York County.
A successful wrestling season for the Rockets.
Yeah, always.
We're back to action here. West York's possession.
West York, 3-point lead. They're patient with the ball.
Scramble
pass
for the ball.
Ended up getting through.
Isaiah Pineda with a rebound for York Suburban. It'll be their possession. Alon Gorham bringing the ball up court slowly for York Suburban.
Strong drive there by A.J. Williams. He didn't get a call, though.
Von Sweeney in and out of the bucket with a 6-foot sophomore for York Suburban.
Another rebound for Javere Powell.
There's Jaden Walker, leads all scorers with 14. Ty Knowles checking back in for West York as Braden Detz takes a breather.
Definitely going to need him here in the last
Oh.
5 minutes. Oh, good block.
There's Isaiah Pineda in the paint there blocking that.
Good block. All ball.
Yeah.
Went straight up. West York's gotten a few easy buckets on inbounds plays. Let's see if Suburban's going to play a little better defense. Wasn't able to get the shot off. Tough pass to catch. Couldn't catch and shoot it.
Working their way around here, West York, trying to find their opening here. There's Jaden Walker to the net.
No foul. Looks like the ball's out of bounds.
Out of bounds. It'll be York Suburban possession with 5:23 to go. West York 43, York Suburban 40.
A couple of drives here in the fourth quarter. West York hasn't gotten a foul call on. Looked like they're trying to get the whistle.
Still anyone's game here tonight. Both teams are in this game tonight. Division II
Another catch
matchup
in
in
the high post. Kicks it
YIAA.
out.
Aiden Hewley for 3 hits the rim.
Nice pass
And the put in
inside,
by
Todd.
Aiden Hewley. And a timeout called by York Suburban's Mitch Kemp with 5 minutes to go here. Aiden Hewley hits double digits with 11 points, Steve.
That was a nice offensive rebound and give back to him. Slice into the lane. He had a strong move.
And again, cuts into this West York lead, a 1-point lead for the Bulldogs, 43-42 over the Trojans.
This game has a feel of coming down to the last shot.
The
I don't
last
know what
shot,
you think,
and that happened with York Suburban when we were there a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
With York Suburban and Eastern, a last-second put in by Alon Gorham. So maybe that's being dialed up again tonight for our broadcast.
Yeah, it definitely feels like it gets a little
It's
different
back
here in
and
the
forth,
second
yeah,
half,
it's-
but it doesn't get more than a couple points. And both teams are playing strong, which is what I thought was going to happen tonight. I thought both teams were going to come at each other.
And
The
they
record
have.
said that,
Yeah,
and
and they're
their coaching staff, everything about it said it was going to be a good one. West York was able to not pick up any more fouls here
Yeah,
in
they've
the
been-
fourth quarter so far. So I thought that was going to come into play a little
Yeah.
bit, and it ended up not so far. Still could.
still, yeah, with 5 minutes to go, 5 even here. West York's
York.
ball.
Suburban pressuring.
And West York will retain possession here, Steve, but much to the chagrin of Cam Brewer.
I think they're having a little talk
Yeah,
about that. I think he felt like that might not have been off of him.
Jane Walker with the ball, bringing the ball up court now for West York.
Another strong rebound by Javier Powell.
Javier Powell, yep. We were calling his name. He has 6 points in tonight's contest. Going to be sent to the free throw line.
3 or 4 rebounds here in the fourth quarter, though. Since he came back in, I know he sat for a little bit in the third, I think, because of foul trouble, but he's been rebounding here in the fourth quarter.
Javier Powell has 3 fouls tonight. With 4:47 to go. Looking to extend the lead. Right now, it's a tight contest, a 1-point lead for West York, 43-42 over York Suburban. Oh for 2
Foul
there.
shots are critical.
Yes, at this point, everything seems to get magnified in a close game as we have here tonight from West York.
Haven't been getting a lot of calls, so when they get them, they need to knock them down. Lost his dribble.
And a rebound there. Javar Powell.
Good hustle by Cam Brewer. Able to get a
Brewer,
jump ball out of that. That could come into play here at the end of the game, too, if you start changing those possessions. Seemed like a pretty quick jump ball call.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. There's Javar Powell again in the paint there, Steve.
Another rebound.
Going to send Powell to the free throw line. Let's.
2 more for him.
2 more. Let's see if he can cash in on this from the charity line with 3:53 to go. And makes it. Extends West York's lead. And we're getting an update right now. Red Lion 41, Central 40, heading into the 4th quarter right now. And another big matchup in YIAA tonight.
Missed a second. 2-point lead for West York.
2-point lead. York Suburban has not had the lead yet tonight in tonight's contest, Steve.
They keep cutting to 1 or
They
2,
do,
but they haven't been able to get
draw
over.
Close. And they pull it out here with just over 3.5 minutes to go in the final quarter from West York High School.
Holding on to that 2-point lead. West York not in any hurry to shoot.
And a foul on that play by Alon Gorham.
Another nice block.
Between Isaiah Pineda there in the paint, Steve, along with Aiden Hewley.
That's the second nice block he's had. York Suburban standing behind their behind the offensive players on these inbounds. They keep getting caught.
And it's going to send Javar Powell back to the free throw line. It's becoming a regular occurrence here. How about it, Steve?
He's getting to take a few here. They need him, though.
They do, yeah. We're under 3 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. A 2-point lead for West York. In a battle of Division II teams here, 1 versus 2. And
nice drive
by Avant Sweeney. And ties this game up, gives Avant Sweeney 7 points.
We were saying York Suburban hasn't had the lead. This is their opportunity. 2:38's when you need it.
Knotted up right now, 44-44.
Trying to get it.
2:38 to go.
Both benches are on their feet.
They are trying to generate some noise here. And a
travel called.
Travel call and be West York's possession.
York Suburban couldn't get that lead. Couldn't get it.
Isaiah Pineda with the rebound for York Suburban. Give to Cam Brewer. He's going to bring the ball up court here, Steve.
That was a long 3.
And a turnover, West York ball. Not what they need right now, Steve.
Feeling the pressure here, tied game, final 2 minutes. Couple turnovers on either side.
Both back and forth matchup here. Thank you for tuning in tonight to Sports Shooting Stars as we bring the game to you. Steve Bischoff, Todd Edwards here from West York High School. We're under 2 minutes to go here.
Offensive foul
Offensive
extending
foul.
at the right arm. Strong defense by the big man.
That's A.J. Williams' fourth foul tonight, Steve. We got 1:39 to go and counting here. Tied up.
Suburban looking to get that lead.
Who will break the ice here with this tie?
Offensive foul back.
That was on Aiden Hewley, the big man. His second foul is 11 points for York Suburban.
And he was surrounded by West York defenders on that play.
Have an idea, they feel that ball's going to go to him here with the final seconds. A travel call on Ty Knowles.
Boy, that's about the fourth turnover here in the last 3 minutes.
It's back and forth, and
whoever gets the next bucket's going to be in a good position.
No doubt.
Whichever side.
And a timeout called by York Suburban head coach Mitch Kemp with 1:08 to go.
It's when you draw up that play that never fails.
Never, or will we have bonus basketball tonight? You know, you never know on your debut tonight. It's
Working
Steve
overtime.
working overtime tonight. With Sports Shooting Stars, Dew Jones is here. Belinda Morales, our camera operator. Steve, your son here as well, checking out tonight's game.
He is. He's a youngster playing
Yeah,
seventh grade basketball, so he's fans of all
Seeing the
these
big
guys.
boys play here tonight between York Suburban and West York. And fans, again, we want to remind you to tune in this Friday. Our coverage will start at 7:15 as Sports Shooting Stars will be broadcasting from York Suburban High School as they play host to Kennerdale Rams, led by their senior Carter Day.
I've seen Carter Day play a few times, and
Yeah.
boy, he's a
He's
tough
a
customer.
spark plug.
He
Oh,
is.
he can. Very entertaining. We've had the pleasure to broadcast a couple of his games.
100 miles an hour.
Oh,
the
no
whole game.
doubt.
Yeah.
Non-stop, so it should be a great
Tough
game
kid.
this Friday from York Suburban High School. But we're back here at West York High School tonight. Game is tied up 44-44.
York Suburban pulling the ball out. Looks like they want to go for the final one.
Battle between number 1 and number 2, and we're under a minute to go here, Steve. You can feel the excitement mounting here at West York.
You always get a little nervous passing the ball around this late, or with this much time left, risking that turnover. West York staying back a little bit, though. Surprising. They're not pressuring the ball at all.
York Suburban seems content here. Again, one reminder, fans, no shot clock at this level, so seem content maybe to hold for the final possession, the fourth quarter.
I didn't think West York would let them do it so easy, but they're going to let them get that last shot.
There's Avant Sweeney. Shot comes up short.
Not sure what the call is.
We're waiting.
Foul on the play.
8.3 seconds to go here, Steve. And the tension is mounting, as they say, huh?
Shooting foul shots.
Shooting foul shots. And look who's being sent to the charity line again here, Steve. Javar Powell. And a timeout called again by head coach Mitch Kemp of York Suburban. Maybe icing him a little bit.
Oh, I think they are. I think they are.
Possibly.
He's probably taken 8 foul shots in this fourth quarter.
He has.
And probably had 8 rebounds.
8 rebounds. Javar has 7 points tonight. 8 seconds to go. And can he make one of the two? Or, as I said earlier, are we going to have bonus basketball tonight, this Tuesday night, February 16th?
If he's able to make one, it puts a lot of pressure on York Suburban to get the ball up the floor and at least get a shot up. So
don't go anywhere, fans. This is it. Exciting basketball here from West York High School. And these are the games as a broadcaster I really enjoy. You know, tight games. Yeah. It could come down to the final second or final shot.
And like you said, we could get some overtime out of this one.
That's some bonus basketball tonight, potentially.
He's had a little time to think about those foul shots. York Suburban's bench is trying to get the fans moving a little bit.
No doubt, they're on their feet, making some noise. The bench of York Suburban. Jabbar Powell, 6'3" junior at the free throw line for West York. 8.3 seconds to go. We're knotted up here from West York. 44-44.
Not able to make it. York Suburban is going to have to get a shot off pretty quick. Trying to take it right to the rim. No score.
No score, and it is bonus coverage tonight. How about it? A little overtime basketball. 44-44. And I guess between a battle of 1 versus 2, Steve, this is kind of what we should have expected tonight between these two teams.
Absolutely. Nobody
tonight.
wants to give.
No.
We talked about how that lead kept going back and forth, and fourth quarter it was an even smaller difference the whole game. Yeah, overtime seems about right for this game.
Overtime, no doubt, between number 1, number 2, and YIAA Division II basketball action.
And rivals a little bit, I think.
And rivals, yep, these two schools, Bulldogs and Trojans. And we hope to get a score between Central and Red Lion as well. Hopefully, our Dew Jones, who's off in the corner, kind of tuned in to the Red Lion Central game, will give us a scoring update from Red Lion and the other big matchup tonight in YIAA Division I action.
I think the overtime is going to go to the same thing that it's been here in the fourth quarter. Rebounding by Jabbar Powell, and if they can get the ball in deep to Aiden Hewley.
Now, we want to remind our fans they're going to have a tip-off here. 4 minutes now. Normally, the quarters are 8 minutes here at this level, and there'll be a 4-minute quarter of overtime action. Ty Knowles and Aiden Hewley going to tip it off here in overtime, and we're underway.
Stolen by West York.
Again, they're moving right to left in your TV screen, and they're all white jerseys. There's Jaden Walker. Shot comes up short and out of bounds. York Suburban ball.
Didn't look like he got a good release on that.
He
Looked like
did
he rushed
not.
it just a little bit. I think he was surprised at how open he was.
Lon Gorham with the ball for York Suburban to give to Isaiah Pineda. And a scramble for the ball. West York kicks it out to number 3, Jaden Walker. Has 14 points. And the travel called again, Steve.
That's the second one he's had on a catch and plant there.
York Suburban ball, bringing the ball up court. West York coach Garrett Bull not happy with that play call, as we can hear from the broadcast booth.
Still looking inside. West York has a good idea where the ball's headed. Cam Brew coming off a double screen there.
Yeah, and the put in.
Did a good job
Avon
of spreading the
Sweeney.
floor out and giving them some room to drive there. He took advantage. First lead of the night,
First
Todd.
lead, yes, there you go. A 2-point lead for York Suburban tonight, and a jump ball.
It was a nice look, but better defense by Cam Brewer. Got his hand on it. A possession arrow comes in big too, because
It does.
they have a chance to go up by 4 or 5 if they can get a bucket on this possession.
Aiden Hewley in double digits with 11. Alon Gorham with 10 for York Suburban, and a 2-point lead for the Trojans over the Bulldogs.
Content to bring the ball back out again, slow it down.
And Isaiah, the big man, Isaiah Pineda, with 4 points.
Cam Brewer played some heads-up defense, got the turnover.
Got the turnover. And clearly the momentum on the side of York Suburban right now, Steve.
Absolutely. Lead by 4, and they have possession of the ball.
And 1:44 to go here in overtime from West York High School.
That's another big hustle play by Cam Brewer. He had
Brewer.
one in the first half and another one, a couple down here in the second half. Another good example for those young players. This play's never over.
Nope.
Always keep going after it. Clutch foul shot.
Yes, no doubt by Avant Sweeney. It's 8 points for Avant Sweeney. And extend York Suburban lead to 5.
Two big foul shots.
Two big foul shots, yeah, and 50 for York Suburban. West York 44 with just over a minute and a half to go here in overtime from West York High School.
York Suburban making foul shots late. West York not able to do that as much, so that's coming into play big. Looks like we have a foul on the play.
Foul on number
Cam Brewer
33, Ty
shooting.
Knowles. It's going to send Cam Brewer to the free throw line, who is sitting right now with 9 points for York Suburban with 1:18 to go.
Two big foul shots coming. Here's
And
the
Cam
second
Brewer
one.
hits double digits with 10 right now.
He's had a
2 for
quiet
2.
game, but come up big in a
Yes.
couple different spots that they needed him.
He has 11 points for York Suburban, Cam Brewer.
Yeah, nothing bigger than those two foul shots.
.52 York Suburban, West York 44.
Looked like there might have been a little block on that shot.
Devon Sweeney right now.
They're going to kick the ball around and look for foul shots now.
Going to send Aiden Hewley to the free throw line. He has 11 points.
Looks like a foul on the rebound. Cam Brewer.
And some frustration by the West York Bulldogs right now. A.J. Williams. An 8-point lead right now for York Suburban.
At the foul line again.
Yet Jabbar Powell, we've called his name a lot from the free throw line. One
Knocked
for
down
two.
to second.
York Suburban 52, West York 45 with 56.1 seconds to go here. And bonus basketball tonight.
Careful, you don't get an intentional foul
Yeah.
call on that play. He's a really nice kid. I know he's just going for the ball, but definitely got to be careful.
Got to send Cam Brewer to the free throw line. Looking to add to his point total tonight with 11 points. Make it 12 points.
Nothing but net on
Nothing
the last
but-
three.
Leads all York Suburban scorers with 12 points tonight.
Keeping that distance. Cam Brewer, 4 for 4.
And 13 points for Cam Brewer. And that may have sealed the deal here right now for York Suburban tonight. A three-point shot by Ty Knowles comes up short. Nice shot there.
Nice quick shot off.
By Landon Gibson. His first points in tonight's contest for West York. York Suburban 54, West York 47, Steve.
Good time for him to get his first points of the game. They need York Suburban to miss some shots, though. York Suburban keeps knocking down the foul shots.
They do.
It doesn't matter what happens on the other end. They're going to have to.
A 7-point lead right now.
I think we got a score in the
scoring
central
update.
red line.
Red line 158-43.
So red line.
Red line
Central York.
Central York 58-53. 58-43. I stand corrected. There you go, fans. And apparently with that loss, I'm being told they knocked Central out of the districts with that loss. It's a possibility. Interesting. Getting this information from Dude Jones here, whispering in our ear. Tough.
Central.
Split the series. Central beat them on their home court, and Red Line defeated them on their home court.
Central.
Wow, I'm being told the Central did not make one bucket in the fourth quarter in that game. Wow.
Well, I hope that doesn't come back to haunt them for districts. That
Yeah,
team definitely should be in districts.
Yeah, fans that are watching want to chime in and give us your thoughts on who could be the MVP, the player of the game tonight. Again, a 7-point lead right now for York Suburban.
Jaden Walker, I thought, had a really nice game for Dallastown.
For West York,
sorry.
Jaden Walker, yeah. Looking at York Suburban, Cam Brewer has 13 points tonight. Aiden Hewley, 11.
13 points and big foul shots at the end.
Alon Gorham hit double digits as well with 10.
Big rebound. They got to hustle down and get a shot up quick. York Suburban doesn't want to foul.
That's Ty Knowles for a three, in and out of the bucket.
Still a 7-point lead.
7-point lead. Looks like Braden Detz, his 5th foul. He'll be fouled out. He leaves the game with 7 points. Checking in for Braden, Mark Walker, number 22 for West York.
Another foul shot. Closing seconds for York Suburban.
By number 13, Avant Sweeney. He hits double digits with 10 points.
And he's been knocking down foul shots here in the
no
fourth
doubt.
quarter.
11 points. 56-47 right now. York Suburban. And York Suburban's going to look content to hold the ball here in our bonus quarter of basketball.
Both teams fought really hard.
They did, and of course York Suburban comes up with the win. 56-47 over York Suburban. Congratulate both teams. It's a hard-fought battle, but won tonight by the Trojans, Steve.
Yeah. Excellent game, fun to watch. Went into overtime. Both teams fought hard. Some guys made some big plays down at the closing seconds too. A lot of big foul shots for York Suburban. You always tell young players, be ready, because you never know when your number's going to get called. A couple guys had to knock them down to keep the lead and get them the victory here at the end.
And they did this tonight, no doubt about it, as the fans start to file out tonight here at West York High School. The West York faithful walking away with a loss tonight, as they will fall to 10-4 overall. York Suburban will move to 10-3, and more importantly, 9-0 in Division II play for York Suburban, Steve.
Definitely a big win, definitely a big opportunity. They came back and forced the overtime, being down for a good portion of the game early. You only have to have the higher score at the end of the game. They were able to do that.
And they did it tonight. And again, York Suburban with a big win tonight, 56-47. over the West York Bulldogs. And again, I want to remind our fans we'll be back on the air this Friday, starting with our coverage at 7:15 as we'll travel to York Suburban High School as they play host to Kennerdale. And we hope to make our way down and hopefully get a chance to talk to the player of the game, Steve.
Yeah, absolutely.
Todd Edwards, we're down here courtside with Steve Bischoff. We're awaiting our player of the game through deep deliberation. We've decided our player of the game goes to Cam Brewer tonight. Let me take this, Matt. Cam Brewer, our player of the game, turned it on really in the fourth quarter and really what I call bonus basketball in the fifth quarter. 13 points, led all scorers tonight. Your thoughts?
I thought that his defense in the fourth quarter on a couple turnovers that they were able to get on plays that were all hustle. It was strictly his hustle, and guys weren't paying attention, threw the ball out of bounds, had their foot on the end line, I thought he made a bunch of big plays defensively. And after every one of them, looked over at his bench and he was fired up. So I think that really got them going.
Yeah, it provided a bit of an emotional spark plug for
Absolutely.
this team as they needed it to come in and really take the first lead of this game in bonus basketball in the fifth quarter. And it was a great win by York Suburban, and they needed this if they want to make their way to districts later in the month of March.
And I think foul shots was another big key in this game. West York missed a few down the stretch, and York Suburban was able to knock some down. Cam being one that hit, I believe, 4 in the fourth quarter. So definitely some big moments for him in the fourth quarter and the overtime.
Single player of the game tonight. I know in some of the previous games we've had multiple player of the games, but tonight it'll be Cam Brewer. His opportunity to speak with us. Steve Bischoff, great job tonight filling in tonight with Dude Jones, who was more behind the scenes tonight. He was here in attendance, but just more behind the scenes tonight on our broadcast featuring West York and York Suburban.
He was definitely wanting to see what happened with the Central and Red Lion games. So
yes.
I can't blame him for wanting to be on top of that.
And we were told Red Lion won.
Yeah.
At Red Lion, so they split the series, and a big win for the Red Lion Lions tonight. And another key matchup, of course, that was in Division I play, YIAA. Tonight it was a Division II battle. You watched it tonight unfold. Bonus basketball as York Suburban walks away with a big win. Undefeated, by the way, in division play. York Suburban moves to 9-0, 10-3 overall, their record. As we await our player of the game here.
I tell you, their resilience tonight in this game shows you why they have the record they have. They had a couple of chances, I thought, to kind of pack it in and not keep going after it. And like I said, a few guys really stepped up their play.
And Steve, I was interested to see how they would bounce back after their loss, their buzzer beater loss to Dallastown. We'll move over here a little bit mid-court. And they responded tonight with a big win over West York tonight. Again, after their devastating loss at Dallastown. This past Saturday. So.
And you can definitely lose momentum on something like that. And I thought tonight was a night that's the exact opposite. They had the opportunity to not pick it up, but they were able to pick it up and keep fighting. And that's a mark of a good team.
Yes.
And they showed that tonight, definitely.
Suburban did it. And while we're waiting, want to thank our sponsors tonight. There were a few sponsors that helped make this show a go. Basil Insurance, Integrity First Home Buyers, Prestige Motor Cars of York, and Land and Seed Landscapers, LLC, specializing in mulching, tree removal, and snow removal, which, with this winter, the past couple weeks we've had with snow removal, you may want to check them out if you can't do it yourself. Or your business is in need, check out Land and Seed Landscapers, LLC. Reach out to them at 717-880-7446. And they're our sponsors tonight, and we want to thank the fans for tuning in and remind everyone that's watching tonight that we'll be back this Friday with coverage starting at 7:15 as we'll travel across town to York Suburban High School for a big matchup with Kennerdale and Carter Day. I'm sure you're familiar with Carter Day. We mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
A big spark plug for that Kennerdale team.
Yeah, real fun player, really quick, great shooter.
Mm-hmm.
He's great on the ball, off the ball. He's an exciting player. He's a great opportunity to see here in York County, definitely.
And another big Division II matchup in YIAA taking place this Friday. And then, of course, we'll have a full slate of games next week as we close out the regular season with Sports Shooting Stars. And hopefully maybe we'll do some districts and state games depending upon who makes it, who doesn't make it. And maybe you'll be lucky to join us again in the broadcast booth, Steve.
I'll be making it to the playoffs.
Playoffs,
all right,
yeah.
All right.
And
here comes Cam.
Here comes Cam. Yeah, we're going to get a chance to talk to Cam Brewer as he's making his way out from the locker room. And sometimes we have to wait till the team meetings are done with the head coach. And come on in here, Cam. Congratulations. The camera's right there. A big win.
Man.
You're no stranger to Sports Shooting Stars. First of all, would you like to say anything to the fans watching at home tonight?
Thanks for watching. We appreciate it a lot. Since, a lot of our fans can't be here, I'd also thank all the sponsors and Sports Shooting Stars for making it happen.
No doubt about it. Well, let's talk about you. You really started to turn it on in the second half of this game. Led all scores with 13 points. Tell us what was going through your mind here in your second half of the game.
In the first half, I just wanted to, play a lot good defense, get some opportunities on offense from defense. Wasn't happening, but kudos to coach for drawing up the right plays to get me open and our teammates open, moving the ball and get open shots. And I just really wanted to win this game. That's really all it was.
Well, we noticed that from the broadcast booth. You really were like an emotional spark plug for your team, and you got them riled up. And a big win, a come-from-behind win tonight. And congratulations. You guys move undefeated now in division play. And, of course, Kennerdale this Friday, and we're going to be part of it, Sports Shooting Stars. And can't wait. And by the way, we have a Player of the Game T-shirt for you if you want to hold that up and show the worldwide audience, including your parents, which I'm sure are very happy with your performance tonight. There you go. It's Cam Brewer, led all scores. And there's his fan club base here tonight. It's small but very lively tonight. Player of the Game, Cam Brewer, 13 points tonight. We'll let you go and travel back to your school tonight and safe. Yep, go for it.
I just want to give a shout out to Sam Sutton. Me and him been in the gym, and he's been preparing me, so appreciate it.
Shout out to Sam Sutton, yes, and Cam Brewer, again, our Player of the Game. Congratulations. Well, you had it here, Steve, and a great game tonight, and we'll be back this Friday with more basketball action. For Steve Bischoff, it's Todd Edwards. Have yourself a great night. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.